Hi everyone, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How is everyone doing? I'm having a super exciting day. I hope you are. It's Saturday, so I'm off work, so just having some fun here in my craft room. I just did a major cleanup here after a project, and so I'm getting organized, but I wanted to just stop by, and hopefully this will be a quick video, but I've had a question this week about, it was a new subscriber, and she asked, where do I get my things to make my journals? So, if you're just starting out, it's hard if you don't have anything or much of anything to know where to start and where to go to get things. So, where I go is, I don't want to spend a lot of money. So I go to thrift stores like Goodwill and Salvation Army. And I go to, other thrift stores. There's a couple there's a mom and pop place downtown here in my little town. And then in my town where I work is a bigger town. And there's two major, there's a major thrift store there that they have two, stores in different areas in the city. So, I will go to those two. I will go to probably like 4 Goodwills or more. I mean, there's so many Goodwills around. I don't know what y'all's towns are like, but there seem to be everywhere. And there's a couple Salvation Armies. There's one in my little town here where I live, and there's one that I really like in my town where I work. And, there's more, you kind of find your favorites and the ones that have things that you like. Now recently, I will tell you, and I'm going to show you what I'm working on with these map journals and the pages I've got in here, but recently I've been having a lot of good luck at the outlet, a Goodwill outlet. So if you have a Goodwill outlet near you, that's the store, the Goodwill store, where they have all those big blue bins. And I didn't go in there for a long time because half of that store, my Goodwill outlet, half of it is regular Goodwill, then half of it, or probably more than half of it, is the outlet where they have the big blue bins. I thought they only had clothes in there, so I didn't go in there. One day I asked on the other side where I usually go, and they said they had other things in there too. And I said, well, I better go check that out. So they have, what they had in there that I really like is books. They have books and magazines in the bins, and some linens, and what else have I found in there? I think I said magazines, but paper related items, all in those book bins. And sometimes there's, I don't know where they get a big load of books in, and they have just tons of books in there. And so you can go through the bins, and at my Goodwill, I've heard other people say that, the prices are different, but my Goodwill outlet, in the outlet side, the books are 50 cents each, no matter how big they are. If the little book, like teeny tiny skinny book, is 50 cents, if it's a book 3 inches thick, it's 50 cents. So if you want to get your money's worth, pick out the thicker books. So that's some of my tips on where to get things. And also look out in the mail. Here's some things that I've saved from mail-related items. When I see something I like, I cut it out. Maybe I'll go through it later and say, why did I cut that out? I'm never going to use that, and I'll throw it away because it was just free mail. So you're not throwing anything away that's valuable. But I have this from a birthday card. I have this from a card or envelope it was on. It says, you're invited. I have these that I cut out from something that I got in the mail. Make your list, check it twice. I like words. So if I see words that I like, I will cut them out so I can maybe use them in my journals. But this is make your list, check it twice. So I thought maybe that might be used in a Christmas journal. Just some cards, save your cards, and you might use some of those. I save the envelopes sometimes and see if I want to use those. So that's another tip on where to get items. Just, and I always save the postage stamps. Any postage stamps, just cut the little stamp out and throw it in I have a couple little boxes where I organize them in, and you know, just save my postage stamps. They come in really handy. So this week I was working on some map journals. I think I showed you the covers. These were the covers from different states. And so I've got the pages done. I just don't have them sewn in yet, but I wanted to show you the pages real quick. This is, you saw the covers with the, excuse me. This one has the tuck spots sewn in. And so that's the cover, and all the covers are like this with the same side pockets. And so then for the pages, I used map pages. Like this one I have a map page, and I have ledger paper. This is from a travel kit that I had purchased at Tuesday morning, and so that had some cardstock in it. It's double-sided, so I used some of that. And this is actually a double tag. I wanted to just make a different size, some different sized pages, so this one is a double tag. If you can see the end right here, it looks like a tag. So I made it into a page and made a double tag for a page. Then I have some of my blue dyed paper. It's blue food coloring dyed, and it's lined paper, so I have some of that in here. This is from that calendar that I had found in my dining room drawer for 2006, so I've got a piece of that in here. This is from the kit with a fold out, really pretty travel related paper there. Some solid blue dyed paper, more calendar, and then I wanted to have some pockets in here. I wanted to make sure I had enough room in here if someone did want to use this as a travel journal. I wanted to have room for them to stick there, you know, and they had it along with them. I wanted them to have room to stick in their little things that they collect during the day maybe, and then come home at night or when they get home from their trip and be able to put them all in, glue them in, or whatever they wanted to do. So I made a pocket page out of a map, and each one has this double pocket. It's made from map, and this side, you know, this side on this one is really pretty, and this side is more map related, and then the pockets are right here. So I used my circle punch to make little places right here to make it easier for you to get your things in and out. So it's just, you know, 2 pieces of paper that were sewn together, and used my hole punch on it, and they were made big enough to be like page size in the journal. So then I've got graph paper and more map, and then just some more scrapbook paper. This is from, I wanted to use some of my pages. So I have some beautiful travel brochures that a travel agency sent me, and when I got them, they were so beautiful. I didn't, you know, I wanted to keep them and use them, and I thought, well, why don't I put some of them in here? Like here's one of the pages. Let's see how pretty and travel related it looks. So travel related anyway, with all the beautiful scenes. So I was like, well, that's perfect for a page. So I put that in here as a page in each one of these travel journals. And I wanted to have plenty of writing room, so I have, you know, ledger paper and graph paper and blank paper in here. And then in the middle I have a map page in all of them. I want to try to put it pretty like this. I mean, the maps are pretty on both sides. Here's this side on this page. And then the piece that will be, you know, open to the middle will be this pretty colorful map side. So just, they're turning out really nice. I wanted them to be flat so that, you know, like on the front, so that someone could put them, if they were using them during travel, to slip them in their suitcase or a carry-on or something they're carrying with them around while they're sightseeing maybe. And I want it to be flat. I didn't want it to catch on anything, so there's nothing on the front or back that would catch on anything. And then there's plenty of pockets to tuck in little tickets and things. And I wanted it to be, you know, I didn't want it to be heavy or add any weight to the, you know, luggage and everything. And when you're walking around, you don't want anything weighing you down. So, excuse me. But, so there's plenty of pages in here and pockets and things, but also light enough to carry around. So that's one thing I've got to finish up, but I've been working on that this week. And then I wanted to show you, I did my little flip through of my sunflower journal yesterday, but I forgot. I think I actually, yeah, I uploaded that last night, but I kind of started showing, but I didn't completely show this inside of this cover. So I thought I'd come back on with this, what I'm working on journal, and just show you real quick, because I went into detail about this right here, but when I opened up, I forgot to show you what was inside this little flip over. So I hadn't done this before, made like a flip open area on the inside of the front cover. So it flips open, and then you've got, this was a piece from the kit from Studio 28E that I put on here as trim on the top of this like paper here. And this is some of the yellow paper that I use throughout the journal, but there's several sheets here that can be written on. So, and then there's places underneath, a place underneath here with plenty of room to do something with too. So all of that room, and then I have a pocket over here too, an extra like hidden pocket. So that's right there. And also I forgot to show the back. I kind of like flipped it around but didn't give you a good look at the back. So this was also a page from the Studio 28E kit. It's called Sunny Delight Ode to the Sunflower. Really pretty kit, and I put this on the back because I thought it was just perfect for a back cover. And here it says, how home is where your roots are. And that was from the kit too. Those words are really cool. I like the font and everything on those, really cool. So that was the back, and I just wanted to show you that real quick because I kind of just skipped over those two things. And then the last thing I have, no, it's not the last thing. I wanted to tell you that I'm planning a giveaway, and I've been cleaning things out, and you know, I want to keep things cleaned out. I don't like clutter. So as I was cleaning out that dining room drawer and putting those things away into my craft room, I ran across a few things that I don't want. I don't think I'm going to use them. And then I'm going to go through things also and pick out some other things that maybe I started using and maybe I didn't use all of them, or there's just some things, you know, that I don't think I'm going to use. So I'm going to make a pile of things and just use that as a giveaway for someone that may need some supplies. You know, maybe someone's starting out and they need some supplies. So like in the pile so far, I have some scrapbook paper, and this was from when I used to do scrapbooking, and this was from a paper pad that wasn't a paper pad, it just was all separate sheets, but that's how they used to do it, I think, before they started doing paper pads or something. So I had all this, and then I put in here some sheets. These are sheet protectors, but they're the ones you use in scrapbooks, but you can use these for so many things. You can make little pockets out of them and sew around the pockets to make little shaker pockets or places for a picture or whatever. So those are in there. There's a bunch of those, a whole lot of those. I may have to end up do 2 giveaways if I have too much in the pile here. This is a book from the map collection that I am making these journals out of, and I don't think I'm going to be able to use it. I have so many books I just can't, you know, keep this one. I don't feel like I should keep it. So what's in here is, first of all, it's a hardback cover. So if you don't like the cover, you can cover it up with something else and make it into a journal or a glue book or whatever you want. And then inside right here is some pretty pages like this. There's not too many. There's, I think, maybe only one, like a map page. And here's another map page. And then these are really cool. They're colorful numbers, like red, blue, black on a white background, or it's actually off white. So those are some kind of cool pages. And the rest is an index. It was like an index book to the maps. So what you could do with this is either you know, take the book apart and use the pages as they are, as pages in a journal, or you can like coffee dye them and cut them up and use them as, you know, collage pieces, and make envelopes or tags or whatever. It's just a lot of book pages. If you're just starting out, that would be a great thing to get for free, right? So, and like I said, I was putting things away. So I was putting my estate sale things away. I put a bag in here from those Dairy Queen bags. And this is some little frames that was in that drawer that I'm not going to use. And this is some stickers that I'm probably not going to use. So that's all in there so far, but I'm going to keep adding to this pile, and I'll show you what I add. And then when I get to where I think I've got everything cleaned out, we'll see how much I have in the pile. It's kind of like a destash giveaway. I'll call it a destash giveaway. And then we'll see how much I have, and so we can divide it into two, or what, it'll be one giveaway and two winners, something like that, if I have too much in this pile. So that is a fun thing I'm planning. And the other one, let's see, I have a couple more things to show you. Some ideas. I know people are always looking for ideas. So the things I was making for the, excuse me, I've had a cold this week if I sound funny, but the things I'm making for my travel journal are these right here so far. So, and this was also a little challenge which I didn't complete, but I got this far and made these for a little mini challenge in the Spring Stashbuster Junk Journal challenge. So these are tags, and I made them different sizes. I made them two different sizes. The smaller ones like this right here, and the bigger ones like this. So this scrapbook paper is really cool. It's got turtles and fish on it, and I thought that went well with the travel theme, and the colors did too with the blue and green. So I cut out, this is single-sided paper, so I cut out pieces and layered them so that there's two pieces here. You can actually write in between them if you want, and they're all like that. You can write in between. But then I folded over and cut it like a tag, and I made these little pockets out of some sheet protectors. I sewed around and put in some little sequins. I filled each little pocket with sequins, sewed them together, cut them out, and then sewed them into this tag. I sewed around the plastic all the way around so that the sequins could not come out, and then I tucked it up under this little fold on top of this tag. I folded it over and sewed across here, so it's all enclosed, and then you have a cute little shaker tag for your journal, and you can write inside here or put a picture in there or whatever you want, some mementos or whatever. So I made a bunch of those. Oh, and they all have baker's twine, blue and white baker's twine on the top, and a little charm, a little silver charm. So I made quite a few of those. I only have 6 of those made, so I don't know if I'll make any more, but there's going to go into 6 of the journals. And then I made these. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with these. This is from a game. I'll show you the game. I got it at Goodwill. And let me grab it real quick because I have it right here. It's pretty cool. It's called, I've never seen it before, so I don't know if it's a US game or like a game from the UK or what. But it's called, here's the lid. It's called City Memo. And it's got really cool, it's like a memory game. And so it's got all these, I mean, when I saw it, I thought it was so cool. Because it's got all these really pretty pictures in it of different, scenes that you might see when you're traveling around the world. It looks like, it doesn't look, to me it doesn't look like the US. That's why I say it might be a, not a US game. Maybe it came from somewhere else. It doesn't, I'm trying to see if it says, it kind of has some possibly German on here. If you're German, maybe you can read this right here. I'm not sure if that's German, but I know it's not English, of course. But, oh, here's some more. Okay, so you can see, this is, maybe this, I wonder if this is like the Netherlands or something, or Switzerland. I have no idea what this says right here. A very long word that looks like it would be Norwegian. Maybe it's Norway. So anyway, I don't really know, but anyway, it's from another country, and I thought the pictures were just so pretty. So what I did, I was trying to figure out what to do with them. besides just sticking them in a pocket, which would be fine. But I ended up making a little hole here with my awl. I did it with my awl. And then, because my punch would not go through, this is very thick. There's no way my punch would go through there, my hole punch. I made a hole with my awl and stuck a little ball chain on each one. So I think they're really cute and something really cute to stick in the pockets in the journals. And I have 6 of those ready. And so that is an idea for memory game pieces. And then I was looking around. I wanted to include, I had some of this airplane type washi tape. And I was trying to figure out what I could put it on besides just a cardboard or something. And so I decided to use, and I didn't want to use my vintage playing cards are kind of, they're precious to me. And I have quite a few of them, but I just didn't want to cut them up and use them for this. So I have some new, actually, that I bought by accident one day. I just had them in my pile and didn't realize I bought them at Dollar Tree. So I didn't take them back or anything. I figured I could use them, and I did. This week I cut some up and just used them to wrap some washi tape around. You can see that's a piece of playing card. So it's kind of a pretty little piece of playing card, you can see. And I wrapped all my washi tape around, my travel washi tape around for all my little, to include some with all the little travel journals that I'm making here that I just showed you. And so that's an idea of how you can put washi tape in your journals. Just wrap it around a piece of playing card, because what they're made out of is that shiny plastic, and it doesn't really, you know, it's going to come off of there easy if it's the first layer sticks at all. And I can see it's not really sticking. You can see under there, it's not really sticking down to it anyway, so it's a good thing to put washi tape on. And I think that's all I have for you right now. So I have another project going on I think I have to do before I finish up my map journals, but I'm really excited to get back to these and finish sewing in the pages and putting in the ephemera. And then I'll be back with a final flip through on that also. Anyway, I will see y'all next time. Have a great week. Bye-bye.